that's when all hell broke loose.
I wanted to throw up when we arrived. That's how bad it was. Last year, we decided that we were going to build a wellness resort in Belize. So we moved our entire family here to Belize with 18 suitcases, and we were under contract for this beach property that seemed like absolute paradise. It had 10 rooms right on the beachfront. It was 300 feet from the reef and just crystal clear, beautiful waters. It just seemed amazing. Like the best kind of life that we could possibly have and give to our kids. And the plan was to renovate this resort. It had an over-the-water restaurant that we also planned to renovate.
It had issues, and we knew that, but we were getting a good price on it, and we knew that we needed a good renovation budget to fix it up. Yeah, we could do a lot with that property. We were very excited about it.
We have been at an Airbnb for a week, waiting for the property to close. It's still not closed. We are heading to the airport in Belize City to fly out to Ambergris Key. It's a 20-minute flight from the city. How are you feeling, guys?
Excited.
And that's when all hell broke loose.
I wanted to throw up when we arrived. That's how bad it was. It looked really bad. It smelled terrible.
There was like 100 feet of sargassum out into the ocean, a foot or two deep under the water, and more coming in every hour. Okay, here's Cambridge and Kelvin cleaning up the sargassum. Stuff is a plague. At this property, we were 14 miles north of the center of the town, and for 5 miles in either direction, no one was cleaning up the beach. Just want to show you how bad the sargassum is out here. This is how it looks one direction. And this is what it looks like the other direction. It smells terrible out here. Washes in tons of trash. Like, we can definitely solve it at the resort. We can clean it up ourselves. We can make our beach look amazing. I feel very confident we could do that, but we can't clean up the whole island, and our guests would have to drive or ride a boat past all this smelly stuff all the way up. So, not really sure how to feel about it.
Sargassum is a kind of seaweed that grows in the Atlantic, and there's something called the Great Atlantic Sargassum Belt. And it's been developing over just the last 10 years. A lot of people think it's the result of global warming. And this belt is massive. It's like the size of the United States of seaweed. The ocean currents take it over widely into the Caribbean, the coast of Mexico, and to the coast of Belize.
When it comes into the beach, it starts to rot. And when it rots, it lets off a sulfur type smell. So it smells like rotten eggs. And it's a very strong smell. And then to make it even worse, as it's dying, if it's still in the water, things start to grow in the sargassum. So you get bacteria, you get parasites. If it's been there for a while and it has bacteria in there, then you're gonna itch when you get out. And some people get a really nasty rash. To add insult to injury, the contract that we had signed, the seller couldn't actually follow through on it. He still owed the previous seller's money. And when we finally met with them in person after we got out to the island, they said, no, we won't allow him to go through with this contract. So now we had, the plague of biblical proportions pounding the beach, and we had contract issues, and we had just moved our family to Belize with nothing but 18 suitcases and no place to live. We were planning on living at the beach property.
Yeah.
And so we moved in, and our kids were unpacking, and you and I were looking at each other like, should we even be unpacking? And we were so torn, so confused as to what was our next step. What should we even be doing here?
What we thought had been this amazing dream and was going to be a dream come true ended up just being a complete nightmare.
So much ambiguity, foreign country, don't know where we're gonna live. Kids, an emotional mess, us an emotional mess.
Watching the entire thing fall apart right in front of our eyes and so quickly.
Yeah. We decided to leave, and we had really nowhere to go.
It was so stressful. We're leaving the beach property, and we have all our luggage, hour and 40-minute drive ahead of us on bumpy roads. We're just trying to trust the process and believe that it's all going to work out for our good, right, babe?
Yeah, that's about where we're at right now. One step at a time.
One step at a time. I believed in us and believed in our ability to navigate really hard things.
Yeah.
Do you feel sad that that property didn't work out?
No. I feel like we dodged a bullet.
Spoiler alert, we did end up finding another property. It took several more months of looking and negotiating, but it's amazing, and we would love to share the process of how we bought this property and what we're doing with it. So make sure and follow along. It's a really fun journey. Oh my gosh, it has been the craziest year.
The world keeps turning either way. I guess I'll be okay.